Hey, everybody, I've got three quick things to talk about today. Number one, Battlefield 2042 has been delayed. We've got a tweet. Here's what they have to say. We've made the decision to shift the launch of Battlefield 2042. The game will now be released worldwide on November 19th, 2021. Building the next generation of Battlefield during the pandemic has created unforeseen challenges for our development teams. Given the scale and scope of the game, we had hoped our teams will be back in studios and together as we move towards the launch, with the ongoing conditions not allowing that to happen safely. And with all of the hard work that teams are doing from home, we feel it is important to take the extra time to deliver the vision of Battlefield 2042 to our players. Your enthusiasm for the game has been very inspiring. We believe in the game that we're making, and we thank you for your patience as we put some finishing touches into the experience. Updates on the open beta are coming later this month. So for this, first off, I have to say, this is a good thing. It's always good when a publisher allows developers to take extra time to make their game even better. You know, I saw a community member had posted this, I'm going to say earlier this week. Jem, who has a really good YouTube channel where he deep dives into like the code behind like Stadia stuff. He had tweeted out, "Do you want another Cyberpunk?" And no, I don't think that anybody does. I think Cyberpunk, while there are definitely people who enjoyed it, I felt like it was a very, very shallow gameplay experience for me. My experience with it, I didn't finish it, but what I played felt very shallow. You know, I saw the videos where you could go through the intro, do nothing, and still have the same exact thing happen. Cyberpunk was a game that should have cooked longer, and they rushed it out the door, even though I feel that they knew it wasn't ready. And they did that because A, they had to get some money into their bottom line, I'm assuming, and B, we kept clamoring for it. So for Battlefield to get delayed, I think that this says, hey, all right, we need more time to make it right because we don't want to have a bad launch. We don't want another Cyberpunk. Of course, there's going to be people who complain about this, who whine about it. Don't be those people. And I don't think anybody from our community would anyway, because we have fairly reasonable people in our community. I will say this. I didn't anticipate caring about Battlefield at all until I saw like the gameplay preview. That game looks really fun. Really, really fun. All right, this next one is really surprising to me. Go back 4 years and the Nintendo Switch comes out and people try and connect their Bluetooth headphones to it and they find out that they can't. And there's confusion because the Nintendo Switch obviously has Bluetooth in it. Like, it has Bluetooth radios in it. We know that it does because you can use Bluetooth controllers with the Nintendo Switch, but you couldn't use it for Bluetooth audio. And I'm not going to say that I made excuses for Nintendo, but I assumed incorrectly that there was a good reason for it. And it turns out that there just wasn't a good reason for it. I mean, because if there was a good reason for Nintendo not to allow you to use Bluetooth for your headphones for the Nintendo Switch, then surely it would have supported it sometime in the last 4 years. But Nintendo shocked everybody when they tweeted this out. The latest Nintendo Switch update is now available, including the ability to pair Bluetooth devices for audio output. For more information, including restrictions on some features while using Bluetooth audio, please visit the support page. So let's visit the support page. Let's see what exactly those restrictions are. Note, only one Bluetooth audio device can be paired at a time, but up to 10 devices can be saved on a Nintendo Switch system. So what does this mean? Well, it means that if I am using a Bluetooth device on my Nintendo Switch and say my son wants to pair his Bluetooth headphones to that same Nintendo Switch. We both can, but not at the same time. So there's the limitation there. You also can't use a Bluetooth microphone. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because one of the things that would make me want to use Bluetooth is so that I could throw my my AirPods on my Nintendo Switch and then be able to do voice chat with people without having wires all over the place. Nintendo's previous solution was a wire salad, or I don't know, some pasta joke here, where you had your Nintendo Switch plugged in via a wire to this weird little squid shaped dongle, and then out of that there was a wire that went to your phone as well, and then there was another wire that came out of the little squid thing. It was Splatoon themed, by the way, and went to a headset. So like that was their solution for being able to play games online and talk to your friends. You can't do that. Bluetooth microphones are not working, but at the same time, does it really matter? Because if we're talking about the Nintendo Switch, it doesn't have built-in voice chat. I mean, you can do that in certain games. Certain games do support voice chat, but the Nintendo Switch as a whole doesn't support voice chat. Instead, you got to do it on the phone. So I don't know if it's a big deal that Bluetooth mics can't be supported. It's just kind of a weird thing. If you know a good reason why, because I don't know anything about Bluetooth, if you know a good reason why Bluetooth mics can't be supported, leave a comment down below. Let me know. The last thing that I want to talk about is Skatebird. I've been playing Skatebird a little bit. I got an early copy of it. I've been playing it on the Xbox Series X. And I have to say, there's something very relaxing and charming about that game. If you don't know what Skatebird is, it is a skateboard game where you skate around inside like a house, and you are playing as a little bird, like a parakeet or something like that. The controls are pretty simple, but at the same time, when I first was playing, I found them to be a little confusing. As I play it, I was understanding more. I had to reread one thing a few times to try and get your speed up. You have to fill up this word, and you do that by going up and down ramps. So once I finally had figured that out, it started to click, and I'm really enjoying it. You've got like these little missions that you would go on where you go and knock down cups or clean things up, or grind on a certain, like a ramen bowl or whatever. And I'm very early in the game, but I am enjoying it. So if you've played Skatebird, let me know what you think of it. I am enjoying it on the Xbox, and it's also coming to other platforms as well. Anyway, that's it for this video of 3 quick things. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.